Welcome back everybody to another episode of Sneaker Updates. This will be Sneaker Updates number 34. If you happen to be new here, this has now become a weekly series on the channel, and if you're not familiar with the series, essentially we go over a variety of different sneakers, that of which got updates for throughout this week. For example, some of those may potentially include some Nike and Off-White, Yeezys, Jordans, and more. With that short little intro out of the way, why don't we jump right into the first update. Kicking it off with some Nike and Off-White, just because I kind of want to get it out of the way, just because I don't think you guys care about it that much. The Off-White women's track and field collection is almost here. Recently, we got official images for the Off-White women's Air Zoom Terra Kiger 5s. According to US 11, these may potentially release on May 23rd. I will keep you guys updated on that though. But that's essentially all there is for Off-White. Let's move on to the good stuff now. Kicking it off with Yeezys, what was initially said to be a bluish Yeezy 350 V2 is now actually going to be a greenish to yellowish tint Yeezy, according to Yeezy Mafia and also So Friesen. According to So Friesen, these will be releasing on June 22nd, retailing for $220. Then, according to So Friesen, also, there will be a pair dropping on June 21st, which is the reflective variant, for $250, which is not confirmed at the moment. Moving on, also, the Yeezy Boost 700 V1 Utility Black will be dropping June 29th for $300, and note that this is not the Vanta V2, which drops May 31st. Finally, in addition to the non-reflective pair dropping, which we mentioned a little while ago, the reflective black variant Yeezy 350 V2 Static will be dropping June 7th for $250. So now we have this pair, and then the day after, we do have the non-reflective pair, which still is going to be very light stock, but this pair, the reflective variant, is going to be extremely limited. Obviously, for some of you, that's something to look forward to. For those of you who might want personals and who aren't the best at getting the shoes, maybe you're not so happy about this. So clearly, after all this, Adidas has their foot on the gas and they're not really letting go. They initially said, right as the year was beginning, when the Adidas CEO was actually on television with Squawk Alley, they plan to release over 20 new Yeezys this year. But anyway, that's all for Yeezys. I know there was a lot for Yeezys today, but let's move on to some Jordans. First of all, courtesy of Han Zuying, the Jordan 1 Black Toe Satin will be releasing August 31st for $160. Sadly, these only do go up to women's size 12s, which unfortunately for men, if you're over a size 10.5, you're gonna have to take out the insoles, pop the laces, and pray that they fit. Luckily, there is going to be more stock on these in comparison to what we initially saw with the Satin Royal, the Satin Bread, and even the Satin Shattered Backboard. And this is a shoe I am certainly going to be looking forward to, and I'm going to... Now, also from Han Zuying, the Jordan 5 Michigan will be dropping August 10th for $225. Now, I am certainly very excited for these, specifically because they're quite reminiscent of what we saw with the Tokyo 5s a very, very long time ago, and that was one shoe that really got me into collecting sneakers. I think that I was mostly surprised how a shoe could have such a high price in the secondary market in comparison to the retail being only, what was it back then, maybe $160 if I'm mistaken, I'm not sure. But that was one of the shoes that really got me into collecting and also reselling, and I don't know, there's a lot of nostalgia with it, and I think that this Jordan 5 Michigan is really the closest I'll ever get to one, because right now, they're not really affordable. Anyway, moving on from those, just a friendly reminder to all you guys that the Panda Jordan 1 drops May 10th for $160. Of course, when it comes to these, since they are a women's shoe, unlike usually with the men's Jordan 1s where you want to go for the smallest sizes possible, with these you're actually going to want to stick to sizes 10.5 and up. Just because since it is a women's shoe, they produce less of the big sizes, but there's more men who collect Jordans than women, so there's still more demand on the bigger sizes, even though they're meant for women's. I mean, men could rock these too. There's no laws. Also, another friendly reminder that the Travis Scott Jordan 1s will be dropping on the 11th. If you guys did see my last updates video, I sort of hinted that they were going to do an early release because I did mention that, hey, just keep in mind, it's his birthday. If you guys do recall from last year, actually, the blue Cactus Jack Jordan 4s dropped on his birthday. There was actually quite a decent bit of stock, and it wasn't too difficult to cop. It was actually very clever what they decided to do on that release. They changed the domains, which most people had time to prepare for. They did it at least like 20 minutes or so before they actually went live. But a lot of people were unprepared for this, hence it was so easy for a lot of manual users to actually cop and succeed on this release, which was really awesome to see. But anyway, that's only a small fraction of the stock. There is going to be a lot more to be released, not only on Nike sneakers, of course, but many other retailers. Feel free to turn on post notifications and subscribe. I'll probably make a quick how to cop guide on some of the basic retailers just for you guys. And then also just for more urgent info, I usually will tweet that out via my Twitter, KeithAdam10. Sorry for the poor quality, guys, but one thing I just wanted to add, make sure you go to your local skate shops because they will be raffling off, or some of them doing first come first serves for these Jordan 1s. These are part of the SB pack. There's going to be Lakers dropping and these dropping again on the 25th of this month, but skate shops are receiving these early, and there are going to be a few online retailers as well. But with Jordans out of the way, why don't we move on to some miscellaneous sneakers. So kicking it off with these, the Air Fear of God 1s in white are all set to be dropping in May to June. Of course, the retail on these, since they are an Air Fear of God, will be $350, but regardless of that, there is still plenty of room for profit and a good margin on these. Now, also, in addition to these, what we don't have confirmed dates for, but they will be dropping in the summer of this year, are the orange and green Air Fear of God ones, which I'm a huge fan of, specifically because I love the neck breaker shoes, even though some of you guys might actually hate these. Anyway, courtesy of PJ Tucker, we have an in-hand look at these. Then also, courtesy of the man himself, Jerry, we got an in-hand look at the green pair. Of course, these loaded up on Nike not too long ago, which was actually a better look at the shoe. So, of course, you should be expecting a release sometime this summer, something that I am extremely excited for. Once again, guys, sorry for the interruption with the poor quality, but I just wanted to mention that the Sacai waffles will be dropping on the 16th at multiple retailers. However, for the sneakers release, along with the entire blazer release, they will be on the 30th. Now, I just wanted to bring this up to you guys, that they've been messing with the distribution a lot, and that's why there's been so many delays over the past few months. But now we finally have some set, confirmed dates, and I'm definitely looking forward to these. Perhaps the shoe of the year, but I know a lot of you guys might disagree with me, so, you know, say what you want. Finally, to end off the video for today, the Cactus Plant vapormax will not be a Dover Street Market exclusive. For example, they will also be dropping on Nike sneakers. Date for these is set for May 14th, and despite the very high retail of $250, they are going to be profitable. Please, guys, do not sleep on this release, and of course, it's pretty awesome too. I mean, this isn't the pair that lights up, that's the F&F pair, but I still think that it looks really, really cool, and you know, wouldn't be a bad person. But with that, I will conclude today's video. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed, or if you perhaps learned a thing or two. Also, subscribe and turn on post notifications just to stay 100% updated on any shoe I mentioned today or future hyped releases. With that, I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
Get your foot off my foot.